Good morning, sir. Good morning, everyone. My name is Kapil Chauhan. In this presentation, I am going to explain about the question number 3, that is our programming part. So, what is the question given over here? Read the given statement and design the perceptron based ANN logic in any software and write the logic in the assignment and submit the video of the maximum 5 minutes having the explanation of the logic and simulation. And the programming part is like that: during a locomotion of a robot, there are two proximity sensors which are programmed to sense some positions on the given set of the inputs, and the given set of inputs are x, y. So, and output will be you can see this is our table for input and output values. So if the value of input is equals to 0 and 0, then we are going to get output as 0. If input is 0 or 0 and 1, then output will be 1. 1 and 0, then output will be 1. If the same input is, if the both input are 1 and 1, that means both are high, then also output will be 0. So from this truth table we can conclude that this is the truth table for the XOR gate. So I am going to implement this XOR gate using the ANN logic, that is MC-Closed-Pitts model. So you can see this is the figure for XOR gate by using MC-Closed-Pitts model of neuron. Here x1 and x2 are the input neurons, z1 and z2, z1, z2 and y, these are also the neurons. Here y is the output neuron that we will get, that from there we are going to get output value. Here y1 and y2 are the weight value associated with the x1, x2 and z1. Here v1 and v2 are the weights which are associated with x1, x2 and z2. w1 and w2 are the weight value which are associated with z1, z2 and the output y. So now I am going to design the MC-Closed-Pitts model for XOR gate in the MATLAB software. So our program start with the clear all CLC, and here x1 and x2 are the input values which are given to the sensor, proximity sensor, or we can say this is the input for the XOR gate. Here y1, y2, v1, v2, w1 and w2 are the weight which are entered through the keyboard, and these values will be entered by the user. And here you can see this is our t is equals to input. Here t is the threshold value that we need to decide. Any of the we can take any value of the threshold so that so that we can get the desired output. Now we are going to use the for loop, and the for loop will start from 1 to 4. It means that here I is the index position that is going to start from 0 to 3. It means that maximum 4 time it will run. So here n is equals to x1 of I, that means x1 is the function of I into y1 plus x2 into y2. Here x2 is also the function of the I. So here n is the net input value. If the net input value is greater than the threshold value, that is our t. If this threshold value is greater than or is equals to, if this net input value is greater than or is equals to t, that is our threshold value, then the activation function z1 is equals to 1. It means this z1 will be 1, otherwise it will be low. And this is our second for loop. So here also we are going to calculate the net input for the z2. If the net input value is greater than, this is our greater than or is equals to t, then the activation function z2 will be high, otherwise it will be low. Now in the next part, this is our third for loop. Here third for loop is applied for the final output value. So here also we are going to calculate the net input from here. If the net input value will be greater than or is equals to t, then the maximum then the final output value will be, this is I is the output value, I y is also the function of the I. So if the net input value is greater than I is equals to t, then our output will be high. So this is the logic for implementation of XOR gate in MATLAB software. If the input value is less than t, then we are going to 0, we are going to get 0. Here we will print, we will see the graph for the output value. So this is the logic for designing of the XOR gate using the EMC Closed-Pitts model in MATLAB software. So thank you everyone.